Good day everyone, I'm here to discuss my CO3 assessment of Marcom. So task number 1, outline the GMDSS radio equipment and its issue as per SOLAS requirements of the following. So 1.1, radio equipment or general. Every ship shall be provided with VHF radio capable of transmitting and receiving DSC on the frequency of 156.25 MHz and channel 70 and maintain a continuous watch on the same radio telephony on the frequencies of 156 with 300 MHz, channel 6 of 156 or 650 MHz, channel 13 and 156.800 MHz and channel 16. So number 1, a search and rescue locating device or SART capable of operating either in the 9th GSG band on the frequencies dedicated for ESI. So a receiver capable of receiving international NAVTEC service broadcast if the ship is engaged on a voyage in any area which is international NAVTEC service is provided. A radio facility or reception of maritime safety information by the Inmarsat Enhanced Group Calling System or EGC. A satellite emergency position indicating radio beacon or satellite EPRB which shall be capable of transmitting a distress alert through a polar orbiting satellite service operating in the 406 MHz band, ready to be manually on, capable of being carried by one person into a survival craft, capable of floating free if the ship sinks and of being automatically activated when afloat, capable of being activated manually. In case of passengers shall be provided with means for two away on a sense radio communication for search and rescue purposes using the aeronautical frequencies 121 MHz and 123.1 MHz from the position from which the ship is normally navigated. So 1.2, radio equipment Sea Area 1. Every ship engaged on voyage exclusively in sea area shall be provided with the minimum equipment specified above the requirements of category on general. Also, in addition, every ship engaged on a voyage exclusively in Sea Area 1 shall be provided with a radio installation capable of initiating the transmission of the ship to shore distress alert. If the ship is engaged on a voyage with a coverage of MF coast station equipped by DSC, on F is using this DSC or on the HF using the DSC. So informations radio equipment sa 1.3 Sea Area 1 and 2. Every ship engaged on a voyage beyond Sea Area 1 but remaining with Sea Area 2 shall be provided with a minimum equipment specified category in general. In addition, so in MF radio installation capable of transmitting and receiving for its distress and safety purposes on the frequencies 2187.5 kHz and using DSC and radio telephony and maintain a continuous watch on it. The ship shall be in addition be capable in transmitting and receive general radio communication using radio telephony and direct printing telegraphy by either radio installation operating on working frequency in the band between 1605 kHz and 4000 kHz and 27500 kHz. This requirement by many be fulfilled by EHF radio installation and Inmarsat ship and earth station. So 1.4 radio equipment sea areas on area 1, area 2 and area 3. In addition to meeting requirements of category General above every ship engaged or voyage beyond Sea Area 1 and 2, but remaining with a Sea Area 3 plus an Inmarsat Sea ship and Earth station, an MF installation and 2187.5 kHz or DSC watchkeeping receiver can be the same one as required for A2. An MF or HF radio installation capable of transmitting DCN on all distress and safety frequencies in the marine bands between 1605 kHz and 27,500 kHz using the DCA or short. So in 1.5 radio equipment of Sea Area A1, A2, and A3 and 4. In addition to carrying the equipment listed previously, every ship engaged on a voyage in all sea areas shall be provided with an MF and HF radio installation and DCS watchkeeper is described earlier. In addition, the ship shall be capable in transmitting and receiving general radio communications using radio telephony or direct printing telegraphy by an MF and HF radio installation by its described earlier. So, task 2. Explain the fundamental concept of the GMDSS in the maritime industry. It is intended to automate and improve existing digital selective calling procedures and techniques. It is intended to provide more effective but lower cost commercial communications. It is intended to automate and improve emergency communication in the maritime industry. So task number 3, discuss the 9 general functional requirements for GMDS. So first is transmission of the ship to shore to distress alert by at least 2 separated and independent means using a different radio communication service. 2. Reception of shore to ship distress alert. 3. Transmission the reception of ship to ship distress alert. 4. Transmission of reception of search and rescue or CO coordinating communication. 5. Transmission of reception of an scenes communication. 6 is transmission reception of SAT signals for locating. Transmission of reception of maritime safety information. 8 is transmission reception of general radio communication to and from shore-based radio system or networks. And the last is transmission and reception of bridge-to-bridge communication. So that's all my explanation of CO3 assessment.